it was like halfway through S&D, I have grab slam. I'm still frying, and I'm like, I look at everyone. I say, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm about to puke, and they look at me. They're like, nah, you're good, bro, you're good.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I was like, no, I'm not. So I had grab slam, so I was like, I'm not gonna waste this. So I ran straight down the middle of the map, grab slammed the guy, got another kill. I'm literally just sprinting at them because I know I have to puke. I'm like, please, I wanted them to kill me. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted them to kill me. I got like 2 or 3 kills. They kill me. I turn around. I found a plastic cup. I puked in the cup.
Oh.
Thank God the cup was there because it would have been all over the stage.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of The Regain. I'm your host, DREAL. I'm joined by the superstar New York, Preston Grainer. Priestahh, how you doing, brother?
I'm chilling. Thanks for having me here, man. I'm super excited to be here.
No, I appreciate you coming on. Okay, first, I asked Paco, asked Caesar, how did you get into COD? And then how did you get into esports, COD esports?
Yeah, so
there's 2 separate questions there.
So it's funny because my sister's grandma had actually gotten us like an original Xbox
Right.
with Halo. So like that was like my first console that I kind of had.
Yeah.
And so I started off with Halo, and then eventually like my mom took me to GameStop, and I just like was picking out games, and I picked COD 4.
Yeah.
And once I picked COD 4, like I just fell in love with COD. I was doing like all the glitches, doing Michael Myers, just like dude, I got so nerdy with it, and like that game made me fall in love with COD. So I kind of stopped playing Halo nearly as much.
That's a throwback. That is Michael Myers. Is that the one where you have the one guy with a knife chasing you around the map?
Yeah, and you're on old school mode, so you can like jump super high, so you can get on like on the outsides of every map and do a bunch of glitches. Yeah. So I used to love that stuff. But yeah, COD 4 is what kind of got me into it. And then for esports, well, in Black Ops, I was like Black Ops 1. I had like this clan, and I was like super young, and they actually made me my game battles account for me and like synced everything up, linked my account, and then like we started playing game battles. Yeah. Because like, yo, you're disgusting. You had to get in matches. So they made my account for me. And then I found out about local tournaments. Yeah. Which I had no idea majors were a thing yet. So I found out about local tournaments, and I went to locals, and there was like a 1v1, a 2v2, and a 4v4, and I won all of them. And then that's when I was like, all right, I'm fucking insane at this shit. Like, and then they eventually, I think I went to another local, and they told me about majors because I saw people wearing like jerseys and stuff, and I was like, what's going on here?
So for the viewers, what game was this?
Call of Duty Ghosts.
So this was on COD Ghosts.
Yeah,
okay.
COD Ghosts is when I went to my first local.
Okay.
I went to 2 or 3 of them, I think, in Ghosts.
So just to interrupt you. Yeah. So my question for you is, were your parents always supportive? Because you were pretty young then, right? Were they always supportive? Did they have any issues with you traveling to local events? Yeah,
so my mom, she's the one who took me to the local tournaments because she was she's the one that kind of like saw me always playing, and then she was like, all right, like I told her about a local tournament, and she took me to it. She went with me. It was actually funny because it was like at a cosplay tournament. So like there's a bunch of people like dressed up, and you know what's funny about it? I got scammed out of that tournament. I never got paid.
You didn't dress up?
No, not because I didn't dress up, bro.
You didn't. There you go, guys. You didn't dress up.
Yeah, I didn't dress up, so I didn't get paid. Nah, right. It was weird because like you paid at the entrance of this, like it was like the full arena. It was like the whole arena, so you just paid to get in. But like the tournament was saying like, oh, we're gonna get this, like this is the prize pool and everything. Okay. But we won, and I never got paid from that tournament.
You wanna cuss them out real quick? You wanna put them on blast?
I don't know. I don't even remember dude. I don't remember the name of their tournament, but it was so long ago. But I was so sad because I was like, damn, I just won my first local. I was about to get like $500-600, and I just didn't get anything.
A lot of money at the time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And then like I said, at these locals, that's when I learned about majors because I saw people wearing like jerseys and stuff, and they're like, and they started like, I was like, what's going on here? Like, why are you guys wearing jerseys? And they told me about majors, like traveling. I was like, wait, you guys travel? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then the first major I think I ever watched was MW3 COD XP.
Was it MW3?
I think it was COD XP, right?
Okay.
It was like for like 100K or something.
Yeah.
And when
was it Mod 3? Was that the first COD XP?
Yeah, that's the optic one. The initial one.
That's the public. They had the public rules though at the time, right?
Yeah, because the next one was that one part one.
Because I remember on Modern Warfare 3, there wasn't really a circuit. They used to do this weekly Warzone with the pro teams, but I can't remember there wasn't like a circuit at the time, not like what we have now.
But yeah, that was the first tournament I ever seen online, and I was like, dude, there's no way they just won 100K. I was like freaking out. I was like, I just went to these locals, I'm frying, I'm watching people win 100K, and like I was like, damn, I gotta go to this. Like,
I did the same thing because I saw them win 100K, and I went straight to my mum. I'm like, Mum, Dad, look, they won 100K playing video games.
Was that XP?
That was XP.
What the fuck? Yeah. There's no way.
Because what happened was at the time I was playing GBs as well. Yeah, and that's where I was playing GBs with my friends, whatever. Mm-hmm. And when they won COD XP, on the bottom right, where the so on the left you have like the world, like you can see how many people are playing, like 300,000 online, and on the bottom right it said COD XP. And it was on the news, and I'm like, I showed my dad, I pressed the R2, wherever it was, and it comes up big screens, 100K, and you see the big check. I'm like, yo, mum, dad, look, can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah. They shut me down. Don't get me wrong. They're like, nah, you can't do this. So they shut me down straight away. But it was like at the time, it was 100K for video games.
No, it was
crazy.
Nuts. It was nuts. Yeah. So then the first major I went to was an AW.
Yeah.
I believe I was 16 because you didn't have to be 18 at the time yet.
No, 18 was Advanced Warfare.
But that Advanced Warfare was only champs though.
No, it was 18 throughout, was it not?
No, it wasn't.
Still playing on AWs.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was just champs for 18 plus.
No, actually, for Europe, for Europe, it was 18.
Wait,
plus.
no, didn't Dylan Attach win champs at 17 or something?
I think Did
he? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was 18 yet.
You guys keep going.
Because in Europe we had Gfinity Pro League, so I was in the Gfin Pro League season 1 and season 2. That was 18 plus. And then champs, I'm pretty sure was 18.
Well, I definitely went to the event.
Anyway,
so I was 18.
Yeah.
Well, my first event was I think I was 16 in AW. I went to 2 tournaments.
Right.
The first one I placed top 20. So like I went my first ever tournament top 20 just with a random team I put together.
Yeah.
And then the second team was kind of like a last minute pickup team, so I don't really even count it. It was just like literally last second, just yo, you guys want to go? We went.
Yeah.
I think we got like top 64 or something. I don't count that. Yeah, we don't count that though. But yeah, so that was my first ever tournament that I went to, major at least, and my dad took me to that.
Yeah. Okay. So then, when did you think that you were good enough to quote unquote make it? When was that moment for you?
Honestly, was when I kind of realized it. Well, in my head, I felt like I could do it after I won locals.
Right.
Like when I went to locals and I just absolutely ran through everyone, I was like, all right, like I'm kind of nasty. And then when I went and got top 20, Troy actually beat me at that tournament. He knocked me out.
What event was this?
At my first UMG Cali.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was UMG Cali. It was like him, Diabolic, and that squad.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember we were like the last people in there, like super late night, like probably like Saturday night. Or maybe even, probably like Saturday. Right. And we were last team in there, and they knocked us out. But yeah, I would say that kind of like confirmed it. When I got top 20, I was like, damn, top 20 for my first event's pretty solid. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty, especially with a team that's not like crazy good. We're kind of just a bunch of like kids on the come up.
Okay, so you get top 20, and then you go into Black Ops 3 the year after.
Yeah.
Explain to me sort of your journey through that year, because I think did you go to champs on Black Ops 3?
Yeah, I went to champs. Well, okay, so in Black Ops 3. That's when they made the 18 plus rule. Yeah. So that's when I started competing in S&D tournaments. Yeah. And I was Black Ops 3. I was doing like $20 one and done 1v1s, just 1v. I was literally doing So hold on, let me backtrack a little bit. Yeah. So I was S&D kid. I actually streamed off my PlayStation 4. Right. So I streamed off my PlayStation 4. You can't put a delay on, and I got like a PlayStation. I got a PlayStation camera too. So like in my stream, it has like the little square cam for my face cam, and then under it says like viewers. Like so, every time a viewer would come on my stream, it would pop up. Yeah. Like it would be like
while you were playing.
Yeah, while I was playing. So I streamed off my PlayStation, but yeah, I was just doing a lot of 1v1s, 2v2s. I mean, I eventually linked up with Simp. It was me and Simp. We were like the duo for a while. Okay. We were winning like every 2v2 tournament, but then people started hitting us offline. So every tournament we played, we couldn't play anymore because we were getting hit off. I think we won like 8 or 10 tournaments in a row. We were just cashing out, and then they ruined it for us. And then after that, it was like me, Major Maniac, Turn Up Too Easy, and Simp. That was the 4v4 squad for a while. And then I remember it was like we were breaking up or something. It was like when I was like a month before I turned 18. I was like, yo guys, I ain't gonna lie, like I gotta go, bros. I gotta go compete in Variant. Yeah. And they're like, no, bro, what?
Don't leave us.
They're like, don't leave us. Because, like, bro, we were the squad. We were grinding. We were winning, like, everything.
Yeah.
Well, not everything, but we were winning a lot. And because I think Mike was actually of age, too, at that time. He was just an S&D kid. Major Maniac. He was S&D kid for a while. But, yeah, then I went on to Variant, and I joined Panda.
Right.
Panda was my first org.
Who was on that team?
It was me, Too Quick, Fastball, and Nelson.
Okay.
That was the first squad, and we actually moved to Team House. Our owners moved us. We moved in with them. Yeah, it was at the owner's house.
So just to interrupt, just to pause while you're here. So you moved into a Team House. Yeah. How was that your first ever time moving out? Yeah. So you were freshly 18.
Freshly 18.
Yeah. You move over into a Team House.
Yeah. Things move very quickly.
Yeah. So give context to the viewers. your experiences in the team house, how it was moving away from your mum, your dad, everything I'm assuming was done for you.
Right.
And now you've gone from this sheltered sort of lifestyle into throwing out into the big world, you know, doing everything yourself.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, so as soon as I turned 18, I got on a team. And this team was actually pretty solid. Like, when I turned 18, I got on this team. I was like, okay, this is a pretty good first team. Because, like, Nelson was, like, a sub in the league at the time for, like, 100 Thieves. I think for, like, a little bit or, like, a game or two or something like that. And Too Quick was a former pro. And I didn't really know much about fastball at the time. But I was like, this seems like a pretty good first squad to go into. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got that squad together. They moved us out to Kentucky and team house. And, I mean, it was interesting. It was definitely because, like, it was a smaller house. So, like, I was in a pretty small room. Right. Nelson was, like, in the living room. And then Fastball was, like, upstairs in a different room. And Too Quick didn't move in with us because he was kind of older already. He had, like, his girlfriend and stuff back home. For me, it wasn't, like, that hard of a change because I've kind of moved around a lot my entire life. So, it wasn't like I was just in one house my entire life. I moved, like, constantly. So, it wasn't that big of a change. It was weird not having, like, home-cooked meals and stuff like that. But I feel like I adapted pretty quickly. And I kind of enjoyed being on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I feel the same when I went to university. I'm living with these, you know, 4 dudes. Yeah. So for me, it's like you're going from, you know, your mom and your dad, and you're living with these 3-4 dudes. Mm-hmm. How was the hygiene? Who did the chores? Because for me, my first year was pretty messy.
Oh no, it was super messy. It was bad, bro. We lived next to a Pizza Hut.
Oh, there we go.
A Five Guys, like all this fast food, literally like 2 minutes walking distance. So that's all we were getting, bro. And then so you would see like boxes of Pizza Hut behind us. We get wing, like the little wing case and stuff, like water bottles everywhere, bro. It was bad, like because we were just grinding, bro. Yeah, like we didn't care. We were just getting food, eating, grinding the entire time.
So then, did it take much convincing for your mom and dad to be like, okay, I want to live with these 3 guys? Because I'm gonna assume they haven't met them before.
Yeah, no,
essentially strangers.
I'm trying to remember. Actually, I don't really remember. Like, I think they were pretty okay with it. Okay, for the most part. Like, I just talked to my dad, and I was like, because like, so after I graduated after I graduated high school, I basically asked him for like a year off. Yeah. And just like to show him kind of what I can do, so I don't have to go to college, because like that was like the last thing I wanted to do. Yeah. So I asked for a year off, and then this happened very quickly. So, like, when I told them, like, yo, they want to move me to a team house, I'm going to get, like, a little bit of salary. I think I made, like, $250 the first month and, like, $300 the second month or something like that. So they saw I was making some money, but I think the main thing that helped, honestly, was winning online S&D tournaments and just all the money I was making through, like, streaming and just tournaments, because I was making good money off that. So it wasn't like that I was just playing, not making any money.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did you finance that?
I mean, okay, so, like, my thing in Black Ops 3 was, like, I didn't get off the game until I made $40 a day. Because I was, like, if I'm working, I'm pretty much making $40 a day if it's minimum wage. Yeah. So, like, if I'm just playing COD and I can make $40 a day, then what's the difference?
Honestly, that's a very interesting mindset. I've never heard that before.
That was, like, my main thing. Like, if I didn't... The thing is, like, it's kind of a hard mindset because, like, there's going to be days where you probably can't make $40 a day. But the thing was, like, back in Black Ops 3, it was so different because S&D tournaments were popping, wagers were popping. Like, you can enter, like, 4 different tournaments, and if you win one, you're guaranteed to make, like, good amount of money.
So on days where, I'm going to assume there are days where you didn't make $40.
Dude, honestly, there was probably barely any of those days.
Did you have any, though?
I don't know if I did, bro.
Because... For me, if you've got that mindset, where you're essentially living off earnings, you're living off.
I don't remember having a day where I didn't.
Did you ever feel the pressure of that though when you're competing? Feel like I have to win?
Not really, just because like I knew I was so good that I could just do it.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. I like that.
Like, I'm telling you, like if I wasn't winning tournaments, like I'd enter in tournaments for like what, $10 maybe. Yeah. And if you didn't win, like if you won some of those tournaments, you'd make like $200. Yeah. And if I didn't win a tournament, I would just play 1v1s, and I would play for like $10 each match. Mm-hmm. And I kind of had like a crazy method was like in 1v1s, whoever had the better record hosts that 1v1. Yeah. And I was playing one and dones. So I would just get hosts for the only map we're playing. Yeah. So I'd play for like $10, $20. There were some times where I would lose like the 1v1s, but I would just keep playing until
it wouldn't affect you. You'd be like, on to the next.
Yeah. Okay. I would just learn from it and just keep getting better.
Okay, so you're at this team house with Team Panda. Yeah. Tell me what happens after that.
After the team house?
Yeah, after the team house.
Okay, so we went to Orlando, champs, and then after that, I think we went back home, Yeah, we went back home after champs, and I believe I'm trying to remember if I was on Panda for the beginning of Black Ops 3. I always forget if I was on the Panda for the beginning or if I went straight to TGC. I just remember we kept getting like top 20, top 24.
Right.
And I was like, bro, like I don't want to play this anymore. So like I went going in IW. It was TGC with me, Mox.
Gosu crew, I think. Right.
Yeah, Ghost Crew. Yeah. It was me, Mox, Drama. Oh my god, who was the last person? Holy shit. I can't even remember the last person right now. Oh, Exotic. Me, Mox, Drama, Exotic. And then we started placing like top 16, top 12, like throughout IW.
Yeah.
And then Aches hit me up to join C9. Once we started making it through like into pool play, like through open bracket and like making some sort of noise. I was just joining all the Pro 8s, so I was always in Pro 8s, and I was really fucking good online.
Yeah.
And because like they didn't really see me play on LAN much, probably compared to online, because I was always in 8s.
Yeah.
They formal banned me at one point because I was just winning every fucking 8 series I was in. It was insane.
How can he do that? He's like, yo guys.
Because I wasn't pro yet.
Priestahh,
So they're just,
Priestah's blacklisted.
I don't know how. Yo, you know what pissed me off though is like he banned me, and then he joined in our like we called it C2C8s. Right. So he banned me from Pro 8s, and then they didn't have Pro 8s, and they didn't have Pro 8s, and he came into our 8s, and I was like, what? I was like, fuck yeah, man. Like I didn't really care.
Yeah. Okay, so Aches hits you up.
Yeah.
What was going through your head when someone Aches? He's
Yeah.
been there, he's done that. He's won, rings, dynasty.
I mean, yeah, there was no question in my mind. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm joining that. What?
Yeah.
I was like, anything you can do to get me in there. Because, like, so at the time, they had to re-qualify back into the league because they weren't doing good enough.
Yeah.
So, like, they didn't do good in the league. And, so they had a...
And this was IW, just
Yeah, IW,
for the... Okay.
So it's called PLQs. It was at
Probably qualifies, yeah.
at Anaheim, maybe? I think it was Anaheim. They had to re-qualify before the tournament actually started.
Yeah.
So we played the qualifiers, re-qualified, and then that's kind of how I went pro.
Okay.
How I got in the league.
So how was your experience teaming with Aches, and what was the biggest takeaway from teaming with someone like that?
For me, it was tough because I was so good at that game. Like,
Yeah.
IW was probably one of my best games. And, like, coming into it as, like, an amateur, someone, like, like, not with a big name and trying to tell Aches how to play sometimes would not get through to him. If I disagreed with him, there was no, like, I was not getting through to him.
Oh, was he stubborn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, for me, at least, that was my experience with him. Like, I remember there was a couple times we were arguing about plays, and I was like, bro, like, I'm fucking disgusting at this game, bro. Please listen. Like, but, yeah, I mean, overall, though, like, outside the game, bro, like, Ace is a cool kid, a cool dude. Like, he taught me a lot. Like, I learned a lot from him, so.
What was the biggest thing you learned? Sorry for putting you on the spot.
I'm just trying to think back. I mean, he probably just, like, calmed me down, maybe. I would say probably the most.
Right.
Like, just calm me down, like, kind of relieving pressure, I would say. I don't know how he did it, but it was kind of just like I would go in and I had like no pressure on me, like at all. Like
okay,
yeah,
because that's interesting to me because you would imagine teaming with someone as good as Aches.
Yeah.
That's your first. Let's say your first.
But I don't know
team.
if I don't know if that was mainly him or if that was just like my mindset going into it.
So you didn't feel any pressure going into it. You didn't feel like this expectation.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Black Ops 3 S&D tournaments super prepped me for like when I went pro because like I would get nervous in online S&D tournaments like when I first started. And then as time went on, I just stopped getting nervous. And I went to majors and I wasn't getting nervous and I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm just kind of just naturally just playing.
So obviously,
just
the more you play, the more you put yourself in them situations, the less nervous you get. Experience.
I guess the main thing I would take from him is just like teaming with him, just listening to how he talks, like his mindset of COD, how he envisions COD. I don't think there's one. Like just. I mean, it's hard to explain because it was an IW. Yeah. But, like, I guess, like, the way he talked about strats or the way he talked about Call of Duty in general, I probably just listened and kind of, like, absorbed that information. Okay. Because there wasn't one, like, specific thing, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he, like,
just sort of, did you see sort of well, because he's obviously a winner. Yeah. Did you see that winning mindset in him and you just tried to sort of replicate some of the stuff that he did?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what I did with all of my teams, like, with people that I kind of, like, looked up to a little bit. Yeah. Like, I would kind of just listen to what they say and how they do things and how they go along with, like, practice or matches and kind of just take in what I wanted to take in. And, like, if there's things that I disagreed with, I would just be like, just put those aside a little bit because there's no point to argue it.
Makes sense. Okay, so then going into World War II, what was your first roster? What was the journey through World War II?
Yeah, so, oh my God, World War II, bro. So, end of IW champs, Crowder and Zoomaa approached me.
Yeah.
Like at the lobby bar. You know, everyone's at the lobby. I wasn't even old enough to drink. I was
The
just
watering hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was there chilling. They came up to me and they're like, "Yo, you want a team on FaZe?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought they were trolling me at first. And then Crowder was like, "No, I'm being serious." I was like, "Fuck yeah, what? Get out there, yeah, get me." It's the same thing with C9. Like, get me on there, like, you know what I mean?
So
like,
were you on Cloud9 at the time when they approached you?
yeah, it was after champs.
After champs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had already lost. We got a bad placing at champs, and it was like top 16, top 20 or something. I don't know, something like that.
Okay. So then they asked you to team for the next game
Yeah.
at the bar
Yeah.
of champs.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Preston, come.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And this would be under FaZe.
Yeah, under FaZe, yeah.
Okay.
So I joined FaZe in World War II, and the beginning of that game was tragic for us because it was an online tournament.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And we kept getting top 16, bro. We lost to Envy like 3 times, I think. I forget who was on that team at the time. It was like Hooks.
They had 2Ks, right, to determine the pro
Yeah.
spots. I remember
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So the first 2K kind of like fucked us because we played a team of like a bunch of AMs that had gotten the game early.
Yeah.
And they were grinding. And we got matched up with them, lost. And then I think we matched up against Envy. And like their connection advantage against us was like really fucking good for them.
Yeah.
And we just couldn't beat them. And we matched up like the next 2 or 3 times. And like our seating just got fucked. So then we had to start an open bracket.
Yeah. And you make it through, don't you?
Yeah, we made it through open bracket. And I believe we got 4th.
Not bad from the open
We
bracket.
got 4th from open bracket. It was
Yeah.
insane. Or 6th. 4th or 6th. I forget. I'd have to go back and look at
We'll
that.
have to
actually,
confirm
but
that.
Yeah, it was a grind, bro. I'll tell you that. Because I believe I think that event was the day they had a day where it got chalked because everyone like got evacuated.
That
from
was
building.
the bomb alert.
Yeah,
I remember
was that was World War II,
'cause
right?
That was Dallas. I was at the event.
Yeah.
We were at the event. It was Dallas. I think it was on the. I want to say it was the Friday or the Saturday.
Mm.
No, they were 2-day events, weren't they? They weren't 3-day events. They were 2-day events.
Were they?
Dallas, they were right. Hold on, can you confirm this?
What'd you say?
I'm pretty sure Dallas was a. I'm pretty sure the CWL events were 2-day events, not a 3-day.
Are you sure?
What game was this?
World War
World War
II.
Wait, were they only 2-day
I'm pretty
events?
sure. I'm pretty sure they were 2-day events. Because I think the 3-day, 4-day came in the CDL when we got franchising.
Wait, there's no way it was only 2 days.
Because I had to fly in from Europe.
No,
Three
Thursday.
days.
Was it 3 days? Was it, am I tweaking?
It says,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I thought.
yeah, it says 08 to the 10.
Okay, 3-day event. Anyway, so was it?
I was about to say if it was 2 day
Because,
events, like I'm.
Because it used to be
I'm-
2 days in Europe anyway. Anyway, so we had the bomb threat.
Yeah,
I think it was on either the Friday or the Saturday.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was the tournament where we had to go through open bracket.
Yeah.
So we had a super long day, bro.
I remember we were mid game and everyone was like, "Yo, everyone leave, evacuate." And we're thinking, "What's going on here?" And you see, we come outside, all the police were out there. I don't know, the
But
armored police.
But the
are
thing
here.
is I would always love when I had long days of COD, like where I
Right.
played multiple series like in a row, because I catch fire. Like
So then, how do you prepare yourself for that? Because you had a grueler.
yeah,
So how would you prepare yourself for that mental like stress, the mental like endurance needed to go through that day to play at the highest level? Because for me, that was one of the biggest issues I had was remaining focused.
I mean, bro, I
Throughout the
just
entire
you know
day.
how I am. Like I'm always just shooting bots. It was the same
Yeah.
thing back then. That whole day I was just back there
Do you
grinding.
not feel burnt out though?
Huh?
Do you never felt like you were burnt out?
No,
Never.
no.
I'm jealous of that.
I'm different now. I definitely get burnt out now that I'm getting
Yeah.
older. But back then, dude, I was like 19,
yeah.
maybe 20. No, I think I was still 19. So
That's my age.
I was just going crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
just grinding. I'm trying to remember how long of a day we had. I think it was probably like 15 hours.
It was. We were playing late.
Yeah.
I remember the open bracket because that was the event I beat Troy. First event. It was Killer, Troy, Happy, and I want to say it's Lacefield. Yeah, we beat them anyway. And
No,
then
yeah.
that was the day when the fire alarm happened, and then we finished super late. Because then you finish super late, and if you're still in the open bracket, you have to start super
Yeah.
early because you have to be done with pool play and all that.
And then I
So-
think after that, I could be wrong, but I think we got a good amount of pro points, so we were able to get
Yeah.
back in the league. Is that how we got back in the league?
You had to get. No, I think Dallas was you had to get. Juan, can you confirm? Was it you had to get a certain placement?
Bro, I actually forgot about how the fuck we got
It
back
was
in the league.
weird. It was the whole pro league thing was weird because you had Division A, Division B
Yeah.
as well.
Because we
We don't
got,
have all the placements. I can find like.
Was it points?
It doesn't.
I think it was pro points to get in the league.
Wait.
It might have been pro points actually because then it was what top.
Yeah, pro points.
It was, right?
Pro points until top 65. Top 65 got points.
Top 64.
Wait, can you see our placing? The FaZe?
I couldn't find you. I'll try and find you. I found Troy. Troy was playing with Charlie, Fierce, Killer.
That's it. That's it. I don't know why I said Little. Yeah.
He plays between 81st and 112.
That was first round. Killer didn't show up for losers bracket.
He played with FaZe.
He didn't show up. He choked it. So,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that World War II season, because the way they did the Pro League
Yeah.
was different to all the
Yeah.
season before. Because
I'm-
you had.
Yeah, that's how we got back in the league, I think, because we got fourth and we got the pro points to get
Okay.
back in.
So then you're going into the Pro League. You had two divisions. Was it Division A, Division B?
Yeah.
Was that randomized, or was that just based on one goes here, three goes here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I think it was like that.
I
right?
don't remember how they did it, but I don't think it was. I think it was probably randomized.
Okay.
Or off. It's either randomized or off seeding. One of the two.
Okay. So this was middle of World War II.
Yeah.
What's that? April. Something like that. March, April.
Something like that. Yeah.
So then this was when they had all the teams for the Pro League in Columbus, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you all lived in Columbus
Yeah.
together.
We
you
go
all
to
went
Columbus for 2 weeks at a time. Honestly, that was a good time. Like,
yeah.
I think a lot of pros talk about it, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of us took it not advantage. We didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like we took it for granted because
Yeah.
every time a pro talks about it now, it's like, yo, those are good ass
Yeah.
times. You know what I mean? It wasn't a sketchy spot, but like it was fun. You just go there for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You go to the office, you play your matches, you just go there, scrim.
Just focus on
You had a
God.
pro lounge. They had catering, really
Yeah.
good food. Like, bro, it was a good time. And you go back home for 2 weeks, and then
One-
you do it again.
Yeah, because one thing that I will say that I really liked about the CWL,
Mm-hmm.
so I've been to Champs IW and I went to Champs World War II.
Yeah.
And they were my big experiences with like big events, right? Not locals or anything. And what I liked about them two events ran by, I think it was it Esports Engine or like the people that run Esports Engine now? They were running the entire thing.
Yeah, I think
Is they treat you like a rock star.
Yeah.
You feel from start to finish that this is a big event.
Yeah.
I went to it was IW was in Orlando. It was in the basketball stadium. We walk in the dressing rooms and they had our jerseys, Champs jerseys with our names on it, and you had like transportation to the hotel that they did for you, the catering for you, and that was the first event that I went to that I felt like, okay, this is big. This is I feel like a rock star. I feel like I'm a basketball player.
You said
in the
IW
arena.
or
IW
what event?
and World War II, both champs.
Oh, the champs. Yeah,
So
yeah,
they did two events that I went to that were like big events,
No, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it made me feel like a rock star. You're getting a big bus or a big like private van to the venue. You get your backstage, you get your catering, you get your jerseys, your goodie bags, everything like that.
No, yeah. No, I mean, dude, that was the best. Like when I first started and first went pro, and like, I know, like, just leaving my hotel with my jersey on, like, people are about to be lit outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's about to be walking out with their jerseys.
Your champs jerseys, by the way, the actual like the one that they give you, the special edition.
Oh yeah,
ones.
you're talking about like the gold one, the
yeah,
gold and
the
black
special
one or
edition
whatever?
ones.
Yeah.
They were unreal.
They only did that for one event though,
No,
didn't they?
both events that I went to. I've got both.
What? For IW and World War
IW,
II?
yeah, IW and World War II. I've got a picture somewhere. I can show you.
Bro, I only remember getting one. I thought
So
it
I
was
got
like
two.
it was like a gold one. Was that World War II?
The gold one was
That was-
IW.
It was?
That was Infinite Warfare, and then World War II had a different one.
No, World War II had a gold one, I think. I swear it did.
Because I've got them both hung up on in my bedroom.
No, there actually might not be pictures of these on.
They weren't. So they were private. They were just for the players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if anyone probably
the
even
whole-
posted those.
But the whole like event, it made you feel special.
Yeah,
And I can imagine you're going to 2 weeks in Columbus. You got your apartments fully paid for.
yeah.
You're going to the office. It made you feel like a rock star.
And that was like the first real time that I would actually start grocery shopping and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like the Panda Team House I talked about earlier, like we just buy fast food. We didn't grocery shop.
Yeah.
But like in Columbus, they give us like gift cards to like a grocery store.
Yeah.
So we would just go there, get groceries, come back.
Yeah. So then, who did you live with?
I lived with Detach.
How was the experience living with him?
I mean, Detach is a clean dude, and like he's a cool dude to hang out with. So like, I had no problems
Top
with
right.
Detach.
See, you see that's the Black Ops 3 one. That's a special edition.
Oh
Black Ops
yeah,
3
you're
one.
right. I remember those now.
And then we had one for IW, and then we had one for.
Well, that was Black
World
Ops
War
3. Are you sure we
So-
got one for IW?
Yes, I've got one. I'll send you a pic.
Because I remember the World War II one and the Black Ops 3 one. I don't remember no IW.
How much is that for? $40.
It's probably yours.
Probably mine.
That's
Mate.
hilarious.
Who's put my jersey up for sale? Oh, Coops 13. I know him.
No Coops?
He's a European player.
Really?
Yeah. Oh
And
my
he's trying to
God.
sell his
He's trying to
jersey?
sell his jersey, mate.
Yeah, he's down horrendous.
He's down
$40.
bad. Okay, season 1 playoffs.
Yeah.
So that was your first event win.
Yeah. And it was like 200K for first. So it was like 50K each.
What was that feeling?
I mean, bro, that was insane. It was insane, but there weren't like any fans. But like the feeling was nuts. Like just knowing I won that much money, I was like, holy fuck, this is insane. Like I finished, I called my dad. I was we were screaming and shit. It was lit. It was fun.
So you've obviously won quite a bit since then.
Yeah.
What would you say? Does that feeling from the first event that you win to your most recent one, which is Major 1, does that feeling change? Does the feeling? Do you still feel?
I feel like every tournament I win is a different feeling, but it's a good feeling.
What's the best one then? And how would you describe that?
I'm not gonna lie. The best one was probably when I went back to back in Black Ops 4.
Okay.
Just because the event before that was when I got sick.
Right.
So I got sick when had to get a chance to win, and then right after that came back.
Second. Was it second?
For what?
When I
got sick? No, I think we got fourth or something.
Fourth. Okay, because I think I remember that.
Because we were playing E6 when I got sick, and then they won that match, and then lost the next one, and we were out because we were losers.
Then you go into the stage 2, and how was that? How was that for you?
Oh, dude, I don't even remember stage 2, bro.
I mean,
it doesn't look like we did good.
You didn't do too well, so you got top 6.
Well, going back to stage 1, we lost very early on in that. We made a loser's run.
Right.
And we had to win 2 best of 5s against Optic. And, like, I'm pretty sure during that event, me and Crowder were going to get dropped. Like,
really?
Yeah. I'm almost positive Zoomaa and Attach, like, were in works of, like, dropping us. I don't remember at the time. But I remember Crowder telling me that. And he was like, yeah, we have nothing to lose pretty much. And, like, literally all the next matches, bro, like, I felt like we weren't trying, but somehow we were just winning. We got to finals. Hey. Crowder's literally yawn. Like, Crowder's laying back.
Hey, that's what Fish says, doesn't he? Word to Fish. You know, that's the 75%. You don't want to try too hard. That's when you get tense.
Nah, yeah. And, like, literally, like, we were just flowing on the map. Like, we just didn't have any care in our minds. Like, we were just chowing everything, making plays. Granted, a lot of lucky shit did happen versus Optic.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. That event, if you go back and watch Game 5s, I was frying every Game 5. Like, every Game 5.
All people care about is the fact that you won the event.
I know.
No matter how much lucky
but
stuff happens.
They had to watch the Game 5s, though, because that was popping
let's put a link. Let's put a little clip of
Bro,
5.
There was, like, one swing. It was against... Wait, what?
Wait, from losers round 1?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we fucking...
Damn. 3-2, 3-2?
Dude, I'm telling you, watch the Game 5s, bro. Optic, against Optic, I didn't do it, but, like, all the other Game 5s, dude, I was making plays, bro.
5 Game 5s? This boy has ice. What the hell?
It was against Envy. Yeah, dude, against Envy, Donnie was one off streaks, and I think I was one off streaks, and it was a 1v1.
Yeah.
He had bomb planted. It was London Docks, and I fucking ripped him off a heady. And I got the bomb defused. Instead of him getting streaks, I got streaks.
Oh, my Lord.
It was insane.
Fair enough.
And
right.
Then, I mean, yeah, then the other ones, I mean, we were just icing up Game 5s for the most part.
That's crazy. So then we move on to champs. You get third?
Yep. Dude, champs was, oh my God, bro. Because, like, so it was losers final, or I don't know, it was to get in finals. We were playing against TK.
That's Lamar's team. There's me. You see
we were playing against TK, bro, to get into finals. We were up 1-0, had full streak second map. I had full streak second map, up 5-3.
Yeah.
We lose that map. I have full streaks 5-3, lose that map. We won the next map.
Mate, I don't want to talk
up
about
2-1. We lose the next 2. We lose.
Scroll up.
Bro, that whole year against EG, we had their number against EG, like, bad. Like, bro, we matched up so good against them. Granted, everyone probably did, because they didn't really have that great of a year until champs, but... Like, we had delusional confidence against them. Like, I think if we would have beat TK, we would have won champs.
Okay.
That was the end of World War II?
Yeah. It's not going
so, yeah, we got third, bro. That was a heartbreaker because we could have... Dude, we should have won champs, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. So who ended up winning? Oh, EG.
EG, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, moving on to Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Because you had a bit of a shaky start, if I remember.
Bro, yeah, another shaky start with FaZe Clan. Yeah, went to 5v5. We had Zin on our team. A lot of people forget about
FaZe?
that. Yeah.
No way. Okay.
We had Zin on our team. I was running AR. It was me and Zin running AR, Crowder was on sub, and then we were getting smoked.
That's a slow team.
Bro, but I was nasty with AR, though. So, like, I was nasty with AR, and people were wondering why I was an AR. I mean, I get it. Like, a lot... Even, like, when I joined C9 with Aches, like, he always wanted me on the sub, but, like, I always wanted to run, like, the K-bar.
Yeah.
Or, like, the NB. Like, I would I would always want to be, like, the flex gun or more of an AR than a sub, but, like, a lot of teams always forced me on subs.
Yeah.
But, so, starting that year... We did the Pro League qualifier, and we didn't qualify for the league. I forget. Honestly, it was a blur out who we played. But halfway through that tournament, I switched to SOG grapple, and we started frying. We started playing really well. Like we probably should have done that before, but, I mean, you live and you learn. Yeah. But then after we didn't qualify, I was sitting out for a bit. Hunter T wasn't doing good, and they ended up picking up me and Crowder. Crowder as a coach. Yeah. And then me as a player.
And that's going into the Fort Worth. So then how did that come about?
What?
Joining 100T?
They just weren't playing well. And honestly, I can't remember how it fully developed, but I just remember they weren't playing well and they needed to make a change, and somehow they picked us up. I don't know. Right. It was probably more of talks with Crowder than me, I think. I think Crowder did more of the talking.
Yeah. Okay. And so Crowder was coach of 100T at the time?
Yeah, because he was a player.
Yeah.
And then after we didn't qualify, then he went to coaching.
Fair enough. And then how was it working with him as a coach? Because he was your teammate at the time.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like me and him played S&D tournaments and wagers and stuff in like Black Ops 3, and he told me, he was like, yeah, one day we're going to team. And I was like, shut the fuck up. No, we're not. Because I was just like an S&D kid. Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, we eventually teamed, and then we teamed for a while, and then he stopped playing and became a coach, and then he coached me for a couple of years.
Okay.
Or I guess, he coached me for 2 years, because it was 100T, Atlanta FaZe.
So now you're on 100T?
Yeah, now I'm on 100T.
You go to Fort Worth, get fourth?
Yeah, no, we got fourth. That's when I got sick. So I got sick, had to go...
Mind me asking?
Yeah.
What actually happened?
So, okay, so going into whatever it was, Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was, my stomach was hurting, and I had like this emergency kit that I would always bring with me with like medicine. Yeah. So my stomach was hurting. I was like, fuck, I'm going to take Pepto-Bismol. So I took Pepto-Bismol. Yeah. And then all I had to eat really was like a fruit cup. Right. So right now I have Pepto-Bismol in my system and a fruit cup. And I go to the event, and I'm like, fuck, like, I'm tired. My stomach's hurting. So I drink a Red Bull. Mm-hmm. So I drink the Red Bull, and all three of those just did not mix well at all. And it just fucked me up, and I ended up puking. And I was on the stage puking. It was like dude, I was literally frying, though. So we're playing E6. First map, I dropped, like, I don't know, like 40, 50 kills. Frequency hardpoint. I'm not even talking at this point. I'm just going. And then second map, it was like halfway through S&D, I have grab slam. I'm still frying, and I'm like, I look at everyone. I say, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm about to puke. And they look at me, they're like, no, you're good, bro, you're good. Yeah. And in the back of my mind, I was like, no, I'm not. So I had grab slam, so I was like, I'm not gonna waste this. So I ran straight down the middle of the map, grab slammed the guy, got another kill. I'm literally just sprinting at them because I know I have to puke. I'm like, please, I wanted them to kill me. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted them to kill me. I got like 2 or 3 kills. They kill me. I turn around. I found a plastic cup. I puked in the cup. Oh. Thank God the cup was there because it would have been all over the fucking stage. Yeah. And then I was sitting there for a while, and like after I was done puking, I was just sitting there. They had like what is it called, EMTs? Like the the doctors. Yeah. And they're like, all right, like, are you spinning anything? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then they're like, are you ready? And I was like, as soon as they said, are you ready? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I started fucking spinning. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I'm not good. I puked more, and at this point, I'm only like puking like straight acid. Like there was like nothing in my system. It was just clear.
Bloody hell.
So like they had to take me out. They put me on an IV. Then that's how that happened. And then I was at the hospital watching. In my mind, when I got sick, I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital, get checked up on, and then come back if they win.
And then play.
But that wasn't even a possibility.
Imagine you're sick.
That's what I wanted to do. But
you get to the grand finals, you come
bro,
back.
I'm not gonna lie. If they told me I couldn't come back in, I probably wouldn't have even went.
Mate, I'm picturing it now. Yeah. You're in the hospital. Yeah. Pharaoh.
They win that series.
They win the series. You're in the grand finals. Yeah. Lights go dark.
I come back.
Glass shatters. Stone Cold Steve Austin is you, Preston, running down the...
Bro, that's how I envisioned it. But, like, later on, I realized that, like, I wouldn't have even... Once you get subbed in or subbed out, you can't even come back in anyway.
Bro, it's like a like a John Cena entrance. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, what a
So then I
story,
felt like a
man.
fucking dickhead after that because I was like, damn, just joined this team. I'm getting sick. I can't even finish the tournament with them.
Yeah.
But then we come back, and then we won. We went back to back right after
Back
that.
to back, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, holy fuck! It literally felt like a movie, bro. Like it didn't feel like real life because like it was like I got sick. We were supposed to win the event,
Yeah.
and then I came back. We went back to back, won both London and Anaheim, and those events were crazy. Winning London's nuts. That event's crazy to win.
Best fans.
Yeah.
Europeans, we know how to
People are
do it
throwing
right.
shit everywhere, drinking beers.
Everyone's drinking. Yeah,
Getting loud. Like,
Okay, right. So, Pro League finals, you get top 6.
bro, I'm not gonna lie. If there's anything over like top 3, like if I did anything worse than top 3, I'd probably erase it out of my mind.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, we move on. You get second at champs.
Yeah. Second,
So-
bro. Okay, think about this. So the third I just told you
Yeah,
that I feel like we should have won,
yeah.
and then we get second at champs the next year. I was down horrendous, bro.
I feel like that year is just ifs and buts. You could have won on a quadruple. You could have won. You could have won 4 tournaments.
Bro, I know. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You could have won 4
if I
actual
didn't get
tournaments.
sick and
yeah.
if we won champ, to be fair, E United was nasty in Black Ops 4. They were fucking disgusting. So I mean, we went to map 5. We had to win 2 best of 5s. They just won the last map against us.
Bro,
We were out.
I remember this event.
I started off slow that map too, or that match. Like the first match, I got smoked, and then Hossy is when I 1v3'd him. We started getting fucking hella momentum back.
Yeah. I remember that event. That first game against FaZe was crazy because I was coaching Elevate. That was my first ever.
Oh,
team I
against
coached.
FaZe? Oh yeah, no. This I'm not gonna lie, bro. This look at we started in losers, bro.
Again.
This
yeah.
losers round.
This was
yeah.
crazy. I was there at the time.
There was no
Crazy.
way we should have won that FaZe series. And then
No.
after we won that, we just started catching fire, bro.
Look at that. So yes, the Elevate Heritage.
We were down 2-0 in control. Down 2-0
Yeah,
map count,
I know.
Down
You shouldn't have won. I remember that.
we came back.
I remember
and
everyone's
won.
tweaking about 100T, saying they should not have won that. And
Yeah.
you make that run.
And then we got second after that, which was
Yeah.
nuts.
So this was so yeah, for me this was my first event that I coached. Like so I retired Black Ops 4.
Elevate?
Yeah, on Elevate. So I retired Black Ops 4 at the start of Black Ops 4.
Wait, what was the team?
It was Whalers, Ruiz, Andy, Chris, Profizi, and Brezzy.
Holy
No,
shit.
is it Brezzy? Was it Paul?
You know I team with Profizi, right?
Believe.
You know I team with Profizi.
Chris, I love Chris. I love
Nah, Chris is
everyone on
my
the team.
guy, bro. I fuck with Profizi.
Mike is probably the best teammate I have ever had.
Really? I never teamed with him,
Literally,
really.
he is the perfect teammate. He will gas you up. He will, amazing. And so this was the first event that I coached, but this was crazy, this event, because we shouldn't have made it out of pool play. We should have actually lost. So go to the pool play bit. So right here, so we had E United, RBL, and Celtic. RBL was 2 Real's first team.
Oh,
this
wait,
is
I
two Reels
remember
team.
this team because you guys went through the PLQ, right? At the beginning of the year, you guys got in with this Elevate team.
No, I only coached them for champs. I only came in for champs.
No, I'm saying Elevate, though, as in general, right?
Did they? I don't know. I think they were Denial first. They were Denial.
Oh. Well, they got in the league
The
from...
yeah.
from
They were the Frenchies first, and then Whalers made a... Whalers like, nope, everyone out. But, yeah, so we shouldn't have got out of pool play. So we lost to Clay. So Clay's at United. We did, I think we lost 3-1.
Oh,
And
my God.
then-
You guys went 1 and 2?
Yeah, so we lost to Celtic. So Celtic was Bance's team.
Wait,
Bance,
how
Nasty.
did you guys get in over...
So, okay, this was crazy. This was over, I think it was head-to-head. Map, then it was like map percentage or something like that.
Oh, because you guys had beat them? You guys beat RBL?
No, it was map percentage, right? So we beat RBL. We beat them 3-0.
Yeah, you guys had the same
Right.
map count. Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys get in because you
So
guys
we-
beat them.
But yeah. So we have a better map percentage than Celtic. So
Yeah.
we get over them.
Yeah.
And we get the head-to-head to RBL. RBL, we smoked RBL.
Yeah.
It was like a 20-minute series. But then they beat Bance's team.
Oh, my God.
And the way that they beat Bance's team was crazy. If they took I think it was 2 maps, they get through.
Dude, that's
But
insane.
they will start come back to them. I remember
1 and
watching
2
it
and
at
you
the
get
time.
through.
Yeah. So then we get through, and then we lose to... Who did we lose to in winners? Okay, we lost to E6. Oh, that wasn't even close. We put in so much prep for that, and we just got smoked. It wasn't even close, mate. It wasn't...
Oh, my God. Yeah,
Then we
you
get
guys
to
were down
losers.
horrendous right there.
Yeah, we get to losers. We play the Spanish. We 2-0 up, and they're about to reverse sweepers. And then we win map 5. And then we play Atachi's team.
Oh, you guys beat Heretics?
Yeah.
They were fucking. Heretics were disgusting at the beginning of that year.
They were really good.
Weren't they? Didn't they start off like 8-0 in the league or
They
something?
were, yeah.
Because I remember we were the first team that actually ended up beating them. And I have a crazy clip against them on Hasi and when I came through like the side door of like the Lambeau Hill.
Yeah.
And I like 3-pieced them or like 4-pieced them.
That culture was crazy.
Yeah, no, they were.
That team culture, they had like 4 coaches, they had a nutritionist. Before every game, they're huddling together, win together,
no,
lose together.
It was cool to see.
Vamos! That's how I imagine us to be sometimes, like that sort of
like super
passion.
invested, yeah.
Because you could tell.
I feel like a lot of people think that stuff's kind of cringe.
Cringe
You know what I mean?
What do we say? Cringe is ego.
No, I know. I'm just saying the reason why I feel like teams don't do that.
Yeah.
It's because like they look at that and they're like, yeah,
That's their loss. It's
Yeah.
culture.
No, I agree.
We would do that. We're family. We can do that. Okay, so that's Black Ops 4 going into Modern Warfare season.
Yeah.
So then, how did you? So you end up joining FaZe.
Atlanta FaZe, yeah.
How did that come about?
So me and Crowder wanted to stay together no matter what.
Yeah.
And he was gonna be the coach. And then he basically asked me, he was like, "Yo, who are like your first and second options?" And I was like, "Well, one, I want Major Maniac because like he was like I haven't teamed with him yet, and he was in Variant, and I've obviously played S&D with him throughout the years. So I was like, I want Major Maniac, and I want Cellium. And at this time, Cell wasn't like
What he is now?
He
He's an
was-
S&D kid,
yeah.
right?
he wasn't even he wasn't really an S&D kid, to be honest. He was just kind of like he was like a hard point kid for a while.
Really? He was on FaZe Black, wasn't he? Or was
Yeah,
that-
he joined FaZe Black. Yeah, he
Okay.
was. But like before that, like in Black Ops 3 when I was playing S&D challenges, he was doing like hard point challenges and shit.
Oh, okay.
I think he might have done S&D too, but mainly like he was like playing like a lot of hard point. But so I wanted Mike and Cell, and like those two were kind of like locked in. It was like me, Mike, Cell, and Crowder as a coach.
Yeah.
And we had few options that we're gonna go with at the time for the last two. And then just out of nowhere, like Crowder was like, "Yo, do you want Simp and aBeZy?" And I was like, "What?" Yes. I was like,
yeah.
"Fucking chalk
Hell yeah.
everything else out." Yeah. So then we got Simp and aBeZy. So it was me, Simp, aBeZy, Cell, and Major Maniac. And like I did not expect that team to form.
Yeah.
And I mean, MC obviously ended up becoming a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Mike's been doing his thing over years. Like that, I don't know. Like I was really surprised when that team got put together like that.
Yeah.
I don't know how people allowed us to get that team, but
Fair enough. And I'm looking at the results. You guys were pretty consistent over the year.
yeah, dude, we got fucking second like 6,000 times
Yeah.
though. How many
2,
seconds
3,
is that?
4.
Like 5?
5 seconds.
Bro.
3 firsts.
Dude, there was one event. What event was it? It might have been the Toronto one. Dude, we were 3-0ing like every team, and then we lost in finals against Zinni. I think it was against Zin's team. Is it this one? Oh, no, not this one. There was one tournament. I forget which tournament it was, but we literally, I think we 3-0'd everyone up until finals, and then we lost.
New York Subliners. Damn. That's crazy to me, though. Right? You go from open events,
Yeah.
champs, and then you go into homestands where not every team can go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We've had a lot of different like scheduling.
So what's your favorite then over the years?
I still like pool play. Like, are you talking about just like
Pro League, like, any Pro League
I mean, my
format.
favorite is just like, bro, like it's pool play, and amateurs still have a chance. I mean, obviously it's different now with the
Yeah.
league, but I enjoyed it when it was like pool play. You had 4 teams in each pool, and an amateur team comes up. Like the top 4 amateur teams come up, and you play them, and then you get put into a bracket because you play so much COD. But now
Yeah.
it's like you can go to a tournament, start and lose 3 maps, and you're gone.
Yeah. I'll
It's
tell
tough.
you what, I like the basketball style format that they had. Division A, Division B. You can still play each other.
Oh yeah,
Like, I don't know, in basketball, is it East Conference? Is it East and then West?
East and West, yeah.
But like you can still play each other, and then you have like top 4 of each going to like a play-in. I think that's cool. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just like having a chance to play more COD
Yeah.
compared to like I said now, like some of these teams go to the tournament starting in losers, get 3-0'd and they're out. Like they have no chance to even like catch fire.
Yeah.
And like you could see throughout these tournaments how many times did I lose early on and we fucking
And you make
made
a
a
run.
huge comeback. Yeah. But now it's like you start in losers, you lose one series, you're done, which is which gives more of a reason to do good online, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just tough.
Okay. So you had a pretty consistent Modern Warfare season.
Yeah.
So then going into
And I got second at champs again.
you get second at champs again.
It's so tough, bro. I mean, Dallas was just super prepared. They're way more prepared than us. Like, granted, we were nasty that year. Like, you could tell, like, their match prep and everything they did, they were just fucking locked in, bro. I'm not going to lie. They were locked.
So then you go from second place. It's now 5v5 going into 4v4 Cold War.
Yeah.
How did you get the chance to join Rocker, and why did you join Rocker?
I think so. After Atlanta FaZe, me and Mike got dropped for RCs because they have their reasonings, but I think in our head, or like from what I understand, they want more of like kind of like that leader role. Like,
is Mike not a leader though? He is, isn't he?
I mean, we all were kind of in like certain aspects, but they kind of like, from what I understand, that's what they wanted more of, like more of an IGL, more of someone that's on top of them for how they're playing and stuff like that. I could be wrong.
Should that not be a shared responsibility in your opinion? It should be, right?
I think so, but I mean, they just wanted to change the dynamic a little bit, basically. So after that happened, I was kind of exploring options. I had a few team options. I actually think New York might have been one of them for a little bit at the beginning of the Cold War.
Yeah.
I think it might have been one of them, but I ended up going with Minnesota just because, I don't know, I just liked, like, when I talked to, like, the owners and people that I was talking to over there, like, the vibe seemed good, like, the offer seemed good, just everything about it kind of just seemed like an atmosphere that I wanted to be a part of compared to, like, all the teams, like, I was getting offered.
I mean, I'd say from my limited knowledge, you get a sense of some of these franchises just by speaking to them, and I think Minnesota are the ones that are trying to be almost like a professional sports team, which in my opinion should be,
and
sort of like how we're doing it.
On top of that too, like at the time, that was like, in my opinion, the best team I can get.
Yeah.
So it was like the best team I can get, and like everything I talked to them sounded good in my head, like the way they ran the org, the way they're gonna like run things.
Would you then agree? Would you say from your time at Minnesota? Mm-hmm. So for me, looking at Minnesota, looking at Toronto. They are the franchises, just from looking from the outside are trying to push COD Esports.
Yeah.
To do things differently, do things more
Minnesota definitely does a lot of stuff. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because they work with the Damas like we do. Yeah. They really take a traditional sports standpoint.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't know. Like you said, like physical therapy.
Physical therapy, yeah.
Is it physical therapy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And like they have like someone like you talk to if you need to talk to them. Like they just have a bunch of like things like behind the scenes that like if you need any help, they basically got you.
Yeah, which I think every franchise should have.
Yeah,
having a therapist.
They had us going. They paid
one.
for a personal trainer for us.
Yeah.
So like we're going 4 times a week on the personal training, take care of our health, which is hard. I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking hard as shit to do as a gamer, as a pro gamer, because you're waking up early, going to the gym, and then you have the full day of just grinding. So it is tiring, but for health wise, it makes sense. But yeah, I mean, going into Minnesota, I mean, we definitely didn't have the best year, or the best couple years, but we won a tournament, so we had one of the most iconic freaking comebacks in COD history. So an 0-4 comeback.
I feel like that's crazy to me because you get 10, you get 4th, you get 10th, you get 6th.
Wait, scroll up on this real quick. I want to see how. Yeah, now dude, we're done back.
and then you get 1st.
Yeah.
Stage 5. But not only do you get 1st, you get 1st in a way which has gone down in history.
Yeah.
Which will never, in my opinion, ever be repeated.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to repeat that. I mean, dude, like, we were down horrendous. We didn't really know how we wanted to play. I feel like we had different mindsets kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
And we were making roster changes, stuff like that. And, because we started off with Mike and Lamar. Me, Mike, Lamar, Dylan attached. Yeah. And then we dropped Mike for Standy.
Yeah.
And that wasn't working. And then we dropped Lamar for Mike.
Yeah.
And then we made that comeback. So we're going through it. We're making roster changes. And then our hard point, everything kind of just started clicking at that tournament. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it was. It just kind of clicked. Our hard point, our S&D, everything. And then going into finals, I mean, my grandma could have probably got more points than we did. Like, dude, we were getting absolutely smoked. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know if you watched those first 4 maps.
Yeah.
But it was like we weren't even playing.
So what's your mindset when you're 0-4 down?
We just stopped giving a fuck.
That's a theme. You stop trying too hard.
Bro, it's because, like, once you're down, it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to start challenging people. Like,
look at that. 34 points of checkmate.
Yes.
I saw 34 points. I am thinking, GG's Toronto. My drafts are ready.
250 to 34, 6-1, 3-1. The fourth map was kind of close,
Mate,
250
I
to
might as well spawn in.
194.
I'm being honest, I might as well spawn in.
But yeah, and then to be fair, our map set, I'm not gonna lie, the second half of the map's way more beneficial than the first 4.
Yeah.
Granted, we were not competitive at all, which we probably should still be able to be competitive, but yeah, because it started off with Miami. When I knew it was Miami S&D, like that was our bread and butter. Like I knew we were about to win that, and then we kind of just started catching momentum.
Yeah.
And I remember going into once we got through standoff and Apocalypse, it was Apocalypse Hardpoint. I knew we're gonna go the last map
You
because
get to raid and it's like these guys are checked. These guys.
no,
are
yeah, because
checked.
APOC Hardpoint we had good side for it,
Oh yeah.
and
oh,
APOC
you could
Hardpoint
change
good
that.
side was like insane. So like we just locked that
That's
shit down.
120 and 0 right there.
Yeah, so we just locked that down. We went to raid and we're like, bro, they just lost 4 maps in a row. Like these guys are so fucking chalked right now. Like
If you lose 4 in a row,
Yeah.
make it 4-4. There's no way you're coming back.
yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
every single map. Like what's crazy too though is like when we were losing maps and we go to the bathroom, obviously we have bathroom breaks. We'd go back there. We didn't even lose full. Like every time we go back there, we're like, yo, we just got to do this. We got to do
Yeah.
that. Like we were all saying what we needed, like, because we
In the
knew we
moment.
needed to do certain things. So we would go back, talk about it, and be like, all right, let's fucking go. We would lose again. We're like, fuck, like this sucks. But we'd go back again and keep talking.
Yeah.
And then once we won one map, we're like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's get it. Like,
Just imagine you're Toronto. You win map 1. You're 4-0 up. You
Oh.
lose the first map. Yo, guys, it's all good. We're 4-0.
no, yeah.
Second, all good. We'll go to the next one.
All right, stop trolling
Yeah,
now.
stop trolling now. Let's sit up. 4-3. All right, boys. No messing
Nah.
about. Come on, boys. Lock in. Map 4. I don't know what you're going to be saying when you get to...
Bro, they should have let
get
us
to
win one
football.
of the first 4 maps, bro. They probably would have had a better chance.
Unbelievable.
If they let us win like raid or something and then just won the next, I don't know, bro. Like being down 0-4 could have cursed them because
That's crazy.
every single map we won, they're just probably getting more and more nervous. Like, yo, but yeah, and I mean, dude, we had a shit year besides that. And then we won a tournament. It was like that made up for everything.
So you go into Vanguard. You don't... Do you have the same roster? Is it? No, it isn't, right? Is it the same roster?
Yeah. We stuck going into Vanguard.
Wait, we beat you at... Oh, we did beat you at the Kickoff Classic.
Yeah.
I remember that, actually.
Yeah, and we lost to Optic too, I think, right? I don't know.
No, it was single limb.
Oh wait, was it?
It was single limb.
What the fuck am I thinking of then?
Yeah, we beat Boston. And then we beat you guys 3-0. We lost to Seattle. Interesting.
Wait,
Okay.
Dude, I don't know. I'm telling you, these tournaments are blurs, bro.
Wait, why did you start...
That's what I'm saying. Like,
why did you start quarterfinals, though?
I don't know.
Wait, what? I'm confused. I can't remember.
It had to been just seeding.
A champ seeding. Has to be.
Yeah, something like that.
That format was weird. You guys are kicked off.
But yeah, no, this was probably the worst year of my career, for sure. I mean, it has to be. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
look
won
at
pretty
that.
much every year I've played besides this year.
12, last.
Well,
12.
IW and Black Ops 3 I didn't win, but that was kind of like my come-up years. I didn't really have like the best teams.
And you get last. Bloody hell. It was a
Yeah,
dodgy
no,
year.
Vanguard was not good for us.
So how did you... Obviously, you're having a very tough year.
Yeah.
How did you deal with that mentally?
I mean, bro, I'm not going to lie. That was tough because we're living in Minnesota and it's freezing out
No
there.
way. You were living there?
Yeah.
Where the sun doesn't
So
shine?
the first year in Cold War, we didn't live out there.
You were
We lived in Dallas.
Okay.
Then we moved there, and I mean, bro, like where it was like next to the office, so it was nice. The office is super nice. Their facility is dope. I don't know if you've ever been there, but
Right.
it's super nice, and they wanted us out there, so we moved out there. But it was just like it's not, in my opinion, for gamers, is not beneficial for us
Why?
because you can't go outside. Like obviously, as gamers, you don't really go like that's your like stereotypical. You don't go outside or
Right.
whatever. But like us as a team, from going from Dallas, because we had a personal trainer in Dallas, we'd be outside working out. Like we'd go outside, get sun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we had a good routine, but going there was no sun. So like obviously we go to gym, but like it just felt like energy levels. Like for me personally, I don't know how the rest of the team felt, but it felt like it was hard to get my energy levels up
Yeah.
because it was just like it was always cold.
So
like
you would agree that was sort of that played a significant role
for me personally, yeah.
in your sort of performance.
I don't know
Okay.
how the team felt because I didn't really talk to them about it too much, but yeah, being out there was tough for me personally. And then, I mean, just the game too itself didn't. Some games just like, I don't know, like I made it work. Like I'm pretty good at adapting, but that game was just like hard as fuck for me to adapt to. And also
Yeah.
like throughout the year, it was just very hard for us to all get on the same page of how we wanted to play COD, like what system we wanted to play, because
Yeah.
we had like two different mindsets and we can never come to the conclusion.
Never on
Like,
the
well,
same
we would
page.
come. I feel like we would come to the conclusion, but in the back of our minds, like we didn't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's COD. You just have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
You know, the wrong play, do it together will be the right play.
Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I just felt like our system then like just wasn't like it's kind of bad to say, but I just don't think it was the right way to play COD. Like we weren't playing it the right way. Our S&D, I feel like we were solid because we did a lot of VOD watching, and we did really good match prep.
Yeah.
But when it came to like respawn, it was just like, I don't know. We could never get on the same page, and we could never get on the right page. I feel like.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You're not even on the same book.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So that year was just the worst year for me.
So we'll chalk off that year.
Yeah.
So
that's
now,
not even a year. That never happened.
So now you join us.
Yeah.
And safe to say, winning Major 1 was the right decision.
Yep.
And I can imagine in your position, you've gone from a horrible year.
Yeah.
Very
Getting a
horrible
lot of slack too online.
a lot of
like,
hate.
Yeah, a lot of hate.
A lot of abuse.
But I feel like that happened. That's kind of how it's been since I became a pro though.
Yeah.
Because even when I joined FaZe, they're like, who the fuck is Priestahh? Why is he on FaZe? And I joined the next team.
So how did you deal with that then? Because I've been getting a lot of hate, right?
Yeah.
So how would you...
I just don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care what people... It's funny to me to, like, look at that stuff. Because it's like, I just think about who's saying it.
Yeah.
And, like, what spot they're in. You know what I mean?
I've got a funny story, but, well, I'll say it's a story. A funny thing that Clay... And this is the mindset that I have because of Clay.
Yeah.
So Clay, he's been here for however many years.
Right.
He's been getting hate year after year.
Yeah.
And he said to me that he used to be the type of guy that used to go into Reddit threads and argue his case. He felt like he had to defend himself at every moment.
Yeah.
But then he said to me he realized some of the people that he was arguing with on Reddit, on Twitter, were actual 12-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
And now every time he sees a hate,
Yeah.
he's just thinking, that guy is 12. I'm not going to reply to him.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the mindset
No, I
have
mean,
now.
that, like, even for me, like, bro, I was down so bad in Vanguard that I was going on Reddit, too. I wasn't commenting to people, but I was like, bro, like, everyone's just, like, for me, I'm like, I read it and it's not that bad, but when I'm doing bad and I'm reading at the same time, it's like a double whammy. So, like, going into this year, I was like, I'm not going on Reddit ever again, like, unless I do good. If I do good and, like, I'll take the gas. Like, I'll go on the flank. I'll watch the flank take some gas, but when I do bad, I'm non-existent anymore.
I do the same thing. If we're winning, I'm on Reddit. I'm scrolling through. If I'm seeing JCap hate, I'm clicking it. I love JCap, right?
Yeah.
But he was getting so much hate
yeah.
last year. I'm clicking every single. I'm just chuckling because he didn't deserve it, right?
No, yeah.
But ever since the whole Crim thing, because I feel the same way you do. You're seeing all these Reddit threads, all these comments, people slandering you, saying stuff that aren't necessarily true, and you can't say your side of the story.
Yeah.
You can't defend yourself and throw this person under the bus or they'll do this, blah, blah. You can't do that. So now I just don't look at Reddit unless we win.
Well, the thing is, bro, is like, I feel like the internet's so influential too. So, like,
That's what I mean. So I'm going to use the Crim situation. I felt like I had to go on the flank because things were being said that weren't true.
Yeah.
But then in hindsight, it's like, okay, I lose if I go on the flank. I lose if I don't. Because if I don't say anything, everything that they're saying, everyone's going to say is true. I'm a bully.
Well, if it's a
this
lose-lose
and
for
that,
both, you might as well go on
Yeah.
and say your piece at least.
But then I said, you go on and you're angry.
Yeah.
So you're not thinking straight.
Yeah.
So I'm on the flank, just trying to just
No.
throw daggers.
Yeah, right.
And I'm making myself look even worse.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
oh shit.
then it's like, damn. Then I'm getting text from my agent at the time. I'm on the flank. I'm seeing red.
Is he saying,
I'm
like, what
on
are you
it.
doing?
He's
And
like,
shit?
get off now, get off right now. He goes, don't stoop to this level. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, I need to say what I need to say, but
Yeah.
I'm not saying it in the right way.
It's hard not to, right? Like in that moment, like if someone's like saying bad stuff about you or whatever, you're gonna want to defend yourself.
It's like your ego. My ego is coming out. I'm like, bro, you're painting me out to be a bully.
Well, that's the thing. Like
this guy with 1 million followers. It's like,
Yep.
bro, this isn't me. But like, you go on and you make it worse.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the flank, Reddit, like all this stuff that's good for the community. Like for us as players and coaches, is probably not even good to pay attention to.
No.
Like, because you can go on the flank and they can say, oh, like even like a playing COD, they can be like,
Yeah.
oh, they're doing this wrong, and like you're gonna want to go and like
Yeah,
try
and
it.
defend
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like like there's just like it's so influential. It's like if you're not on it, you're just doing your own thing.
That's the thing with the stuff like the flank, though.
Yeah.
It's just rarely is there ever, from when I used to watch it,
Yeah.
devil's advocate. I feel like it's just this opinion, and then everyone takes that opinion, and then everyone runs with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Rather than thinking,
yeah.
what is it right?
I mean, I remember because like they would say like, "Oh, Preston hasn't been playing well," and then I go on Twitter and it's like, "Oh, you haven't been playing well."
Yeah,
It's like
That's what-
so
that's
the
what I'm saying.
fans take what they say and
then
tweet it to
amplify
me.
it,
Yeah.
and then that's the thing about going on the flank. It's
Yeah.
like I knew that was going to happen when
Yeah.
Ian said what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to take that and then run it on Reddit,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're going to amplify it, and then potential people you work
Well,
with,
people eat that shit up, bro.
you could see it because
Yeah.
for me in my head, it's like, okay, we've just come after champs. I know roster change is going to be made. I don't know you, but you're seeing the stuff on the flank. You're seeing the stuff on the Reddit, and you might have this preconceived idea. Hopefully you don't, after working with me now, you don't see any of that.
Yeah.
Right? But like in my head, it's like, okay.
I mean, bro, I'm not going to lie. When that was happening, I was just using it as entertainment. I didn't give a fuck what.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even remember what you guys were saying, but I was just like, yo, this is fucking hilarious. Like,
You might not, but let's say the owner of Minnesota.
Yeah.
Let's say the owner of Boston.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, yeah.
Because they will take what the flanks say. They will take what Reddit says. They're not owners that
That's what
do
I'm
that.
saying. It's, bro,
It's
like,
crazy to me.
the Reddit and the flank got so influential that I feel like teams were literally making roster changes off of because of what they were saying.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like now it's like, if like for me at least, I don't go on Reddit. I don't go on the flank.
Yeah.
I won't do these things because like I feel like I'm just doing my own thing and I'm doing it the way I want to do it.
No, I think the flank is super good, but then
No, it's entertainment.
influential people make decisions based on what they're saying.
Like I'm not saying anything wrong about the flank. It's just how
it is. It's just how it is.
How it is.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
What game did we get to, by the way?
We
got to us. We got to us.
Yeah. So we've caught up.
Oh yeah, we won Major 1. Let's go.
So we win Major 1. We don't have to talk about anything else.
We're on Major 2 now.
We're on Major 2. We're gonna finally catch that plane to Boston.
I mean, the thing is, right? So like we won Major 1, and I think like for me at least, it was like, oh, we won, so now we have to stay on the top, and I feel like maybe we put too much pressure on ourselves. Maybe just a little bit, not OD, but like I feel like I mean the second Major 2, obviously the fight issues happened.
Yeah.
But Major 3, I mean maybe not, but
I can give you my opinion. I feel like after winning Major 1, obviously the spawns changed for the city.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big thing too.
But I feel like after Major 1, and this is a mistake personally, is let me give you an example. When you're a new team, you have a growth phase.
Yeah.
You're learning everything. You're trying to figure out stuff. You're open to everything.
Yeah.
But with every great team, once you start winning, you reach a plateau.
Yeah.
Whether it's intentional or not, right? When you reach that plateau, in order to stay at the top, because everyone's watching you, everyone's going to be researching you, whatever. But then the game also develops.
Right.
The meta also develops.
Right.
In my opinion, I feel like we stopped adapting. We stopped changing. We were happy with what we were doing for the entire time, but we didn't think there were better ways to do things like we do now, right? Because we lose.
Well, also, I don't know if you feel the same way, but like before Major 1, we were fucking around in scrims having fun.
Yeah.
And then after we won Major 1, it was like we stopped having as much fun. That's what I'm saying. To a certain extent, I feel like we started taking it too serious.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like super OD, but like I'm telling you, before Major 1, like we were literally trolling people in scrims because like we knew how to ask who. Where obviously the game changed, so it's probably why. But
I agree. I think there was multiple variables. I think 100%. I think having fun is the biggest part of sport. If you have fun, you increase the amount that you learn, you increase that amount you retain, all that sort of stuff. So I think it was multiple reasons. Okay, but yeah, so that's a long-winded segment on Priestahh Preston, his history. So now we'll go through this real quick. The only question that I have for you is, we have viewers who will be of our age, 18 to like 24. Right. You've moved to Texas. You've bought a house. How did that come about? What made you decide you wanted to be committed with a mortgage? I don't know if you paid it out, whatever, but you've committed into buying a house. Yeah. What was that process like, and why did you decide this was the moment that you wanted to buy a house?
Yeah, so for me, when I moved to Dallas a couple of years ago on Minnesota,
right,
I was actually thinking about getting a house then, and I didn't because I was like, maybe it's too early. I'm gonna have to keep moving and stuff, which is valid. I did go to Minnesota, but the amount of money I was paying for an apartment in downtown, in my head, I'm like, if I'm paying this much money, why wouldn't I just invest it into a house? Yeah. So I moved to Minnesota, and when I came back here, I was like, all right, I'm going to look at houses and see how much it's going to cost me and actually invest in it, even if I have to move eventually, because I just feel like it's a smart place to put my money into. Yeah. Rather than just putting all my money into an apartment where I'm just wasting my mony.
On rent.
Yeah, on rent. So it's basically, for me, it was just like something I've always wanted to do, and two, it's just I'm looking at it as like an investment. And if I end up staying here, however many years, and I end up staying here, but it's more of just like for the future kind of.
Yeah, so when I looked at my first house, it was a very daunting experience. Yeah. Did you feel the same way? Did you feel like you didn't know necessarily what you wanted to do, finance?
No, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, honestly. Like,
Right.
it's probably because I thought about it for a couple years. Like I said, I wanted to get a house like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So like I kind of thought about it already. I kind of knew what kind of house I wanted. I didn't know where exactly location would be, but I kind of knew kind of what I wanted, what I was looking for. If I would like how much down payment I would put into it. I didn't know how much. I didn't know how much money I was actually gonna spend.
Yeah.
But I just knew I kind of wanted the house and how I was gonna do it.
Yep.
And like what I was looking for in the house.
Fair enough. Right. Okay. Now, next and final segment: conspiracy theories.
Okay.
What are your wildest, wackiest conspiracy theories that you have? So, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Paco believes in aliens.
Okay.
Caesar.
Wait, who said they didn't believe in aliens? One of them did.
Matt, I think it was Matt that said he didn't.
It might have been Matt. Yeah, he's on Mars. But that's not really a conspiracy theory, is it? Well, I guess it kind of is.
It kind of is because it's not been
Yeah,
proven.
that's true.
I believe in aliens.
Yeah, no, I do too. Yeah.
So, but any others that you have? If Juan could.
What did Caesar say? He said something about pigeons, didn't he?
I don't really have any like crazy deep ones, but I have a funny one. Like, have you seen the fucking Chuck E. Cheese pizzas?
Right.
Have you heard about the
I
conspiracy
have.
theory about
Did
that?
they recycle the slices?
Yeah, because like all the slices aren't like
Yes,
even and shit.
I've seen that. I believe in that. Yeah.
Bro, that's actually fucked if that's true though.
It is, but it's smart. 'Cause
But bro,
saving money.
Like, there's no way they're just taking like old pizza slices and just putting them together. Like,
People are still gonna eat it.
Dude,
6-year-old
nah.
is still gonna eat it.
I'm trying to think of other conspiracy theories because that's kind of like a troll one. I used to talk about conspiracy theories all the time, but I'm trying to remember. Oh, I mean, like, you're talking about the Simpsons stuff. Have you
Oh,
seen
the
all
predicting the future?
Yeah, predicting the future. I mean, that's...
That's
I mean, there's...
coincidental.
No, it's not
You think it's
coincidence.
genuine?
Bro, have you seen the one when Donald Trump's, like, waving?
Yes.
That's
yes,
literally
yeah,
identical.
no, you're
That's
right,
not
you're right,
coincidence.
You're right.
Bro, they have so many identical fucking predictions, or like, dude, it's actually insane. I mean, I have to go back and look at all of them because I kind of forget, but that one sticks out the most.
Yeah, when we're in LA, we'll get the good stuff, and we'll
We'll get the good
We'll
stuff.
get the good stuff. I can't say the name because it's illegal here, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure, I know.
So we'll get that, and we'll ask us that question again.
We'll be on our phones, like looking at all of them, like freaking out and shit.
Okay, so truly final segment. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Quick fire round.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Who is the Joker on the team?
Caesar.
Yeah, easy. Who has the best drip?
Probably Paco.
Yeah. Worst taste in music?
Might be you. Yo, your face is hilarious. Yeah, I'm going with you on this one.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like choosing you right now. Just hold that.
In the community, who do you see being a future coach?
Who I see be future coach? Damn, I don't think I see any of them. Oh, wait, in the community or out of our team?
In the community.
Oh, in the community? Like as a player right now, you're saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
I don't know.
No one. Who's the best dancer on the team?
Probably Caesar.
Caesar. He's the only one that actually dances.
Yeah, yeah, he is. If
And
anyone
then-
else dances, it's forced.
And then one change you would wish for COD Esports, whether inside the game, outside the game, structure.
Spawns. Like, at this point, I don't even care if the map's good. If the spawn system's good, I will take that
Do
over
one
anything.
so spawn system for in-game, but then our game. So
Oh.
like CDL, structure, whatever it may be.
I mean, like I said earlier, okay, so for in-game, I would make sure the spawn system was kind of like the OG, like World War II, Black Ops 4, like just like,
Yeah.
you have a hard point, you have a main spawn on each side. If you block both those
Of course.
spawns, you spawn out.
Yeah. Simple.
Out of game, I mean, like I said, I always enjoyed pool play. So, like, I would enjoy seeing pool play.
With open bracket teams or challenger teams?
Not necessarily with challengers. Like, honestly, just in general. Like, even just pool play with the pro league teams, like, it would be fine. I don't know how it would work, but...
Yeah. I see. For me, I'd love to see the basketball East and West.
East
Or
and West.
Division A, Division B. I don't know how.
So how does that work in basketball? Is just you just play every team in your division, and then you have a chance to play someone in your
I
division?
might be wrong because I've only just started watching basketball, but you have it's split into obviously
Two
geography,
groups, yeah.
East and West, and then they can play A, can play B. You can play the same teams in your division, and you can play the teams in the other division, and then it's just like top 6 go to the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I mean,
So you see it here. So you got Eastern Conference.
so you don't play the
Western.
other conference until
No, you
playoffs?
do. No, you do. You do.
Oh,
So you play both.
So you play everyone, I'm
You
assuming.
play essentially everyone, yeah. But then it's just however well you do against the other conference will determine if you get through to.
How many
playoffs or not.
teams would you want to see in the league? Do you like the way it's out now, or would you
The
want
more the better. The more the better.
But why though? Like, is that because you like want people to have more jobs, or because
I think job security is a big
people
one.
deserve it?
Yeah, I think there is.
Or you think it's best just because like you think the format would be better with more teams? Like you think with more entertainment and stuff?
I think it's a combination of all of them. I think the more franchises that we have, the more opportunity we can cultivate talent, the more opportunity you can have for players to play full time. Because players such as yourself started getting good when you can do this full time.
Yeah, of
this
course.
was as the game has gone on, IW Black Ops 3, even in Europe, the more players that were getting a salary, the more you can do it as a full time job.
Even like doing this is very cutthroat too.
It
Like a lot
is.
of people don't talk about that. Like
No,
if you
for
don't
sure.
perform, you can get fucking cut
Gone.
like that, and you're just done. You lose
Gone.
your job. It's like holy shit.
So obviously, the more franchises you have from a cultivating a talent standpoint, I think will help. I think the more franchises you have, it's better viewing. You can address more markets. The more franchises you have, if they do a good job, if they attempt to market, I think there's an opportunity for growth, definitely. Because for me, the issue with competitive is if you look at Activision, they run everything. If you look at their earnings report, you can see that the amount of users increase that play COD. The issue isn't the fact that the game's an issue or whatever it may be. The issue for me is how do we get the guys that play pubs and convert them to esports? Yeah, that's where the issue is. In my
Wait, now that
opinion.
you said that, I'll change my game, or like what I would like to see changed. I would love that they just made literally just a Call of Duty called Call of Duty competitive, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be so good.
that would be
Literally,
amazing.
and just like have good maps, good spawns, like someone that knows about competitive and just like that can actually like update everything. And just literally just like CSGO. You know how long CSGO was out? Like, just build off that. Because, like,
I agree.
I enjoy having to, like, adapt every year. But at the same time, like, as a competitor,
Keep it consistent.
I'd rather keep it consistent, make sure, like, the game is good.
Yeah.
And just have a good game throughout all the years.
To be honest, the fact people say they want a good game. But if we go off the numbers, and if we go off playtime, if we go off users per month, if we go off average users per month.
Yeah, but Call of Duty is always going to do good, though.
That's what I'm saying. Regardless of the game, it's always going to do good. That's not the issue for me.
It's competitive side.
The issue is how do we translate that
That's what I'm saying. If they made a COD competitive, everyone's going to buy COD competitive.
Yeah.
They can still make unranked, like Valorant or CSGO, make unranked, make a ranked.
Yeah.
And just have a good ranking system. And people would probably start, and then you just advertise the fuck out of the league on that game,
which they should.
Which I think they do now a little bit, but like they should they can
Way
blow
more.
that shit up.
You
like,
play?
you know what I
Have
mean?
you played League of Legends?
Yeah.
You open up League of Legends, the client, bang, right there.
Yeah.
Something like that on the battle.net. There's so much more in my
and then
opinion
say like, oh, $200,000 tournament.
That's
Watch
it.
here, like,
Yeah.
because I remember like I said when we said earlier, like, oh, we saw $100,000 tournament. We're like, what the fuck?
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say like, a lot of people don't know COD esports exists.
Yeah.
I have come across so many people that are like, wow, this is cool. You play for money? COD esports?
Like, how do you get paid?
How do you get paid? And then they watch COD.
Yeah.
But like, we need more of that.
Yeah.
I got into COD because I'm watching Optic.
Yeah, exactly.
Sniping or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. That's how I got in. But also the fact that not only do more people get paid, not only can we translate over, the more franchises we have, I think that will help if done right to make the CDL bigger. One day, you want to work for Tokyo bloody Revengers. I don't know. So that's an anime,
sick.
right? We call it Tokyo Revengers.
I don't fucking know.
Anyway, work for them. That'd be cool, right? Working for Tokyo, working for Melbourne, Sydney. That'd be
Dude, I want to go to like cool ass countries to go compete, like just like somewhere crazy.
Oh yeah. At least to not just be a US league.
Go to like fucking Greenland or some crazy place, or like
Iceland,
yeah.
Tokyo, Australia. Imagine the travel days. Australia. We're gonna have to take a week.
Fucking
before.
Dublin. We go to Ireland and shit.
Bro, go back to the UK. That'd be amazing. But yeah, appreciate you, Preston. This has been a very long episode. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you do follow him on Twitter and Twitch. What's your Twitter?
It's Priestahh with 2 H's.
And then what's your Twitch?
Same thing.
Same thing. And then make sure you follow me, DREAL_JE. Same thing on Twitch. I will hopefully start streaming soon. And then make sure you follow Juan Valero VZLA. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. On to the next